We're going to see now Be'ez Hashem Yisborach of Samach Dalet Omed Aleph. It's the beginning of Perik Misha Hoya. So the Gemara talks here about the story from Chizkiyahu. Is Tanya Tana Ma'avra Seshonim Me'atum? Is Tanya Tana Ein Ma'avra Seshonim Me'atum? The Mechoik is Tanam, if you can make Iber Shana, you can add another month for other because the Tzibur is Tanai. Like this, they can make Pesach with Tahara. Madam Ma'avra Seshonim Me'atum, Ma'amikaim Ki Ochos a Pesach V'loik a Kos. So it sounds in the pasuk that the reason why the Navi says that they did shaloika kasav because they added a month with shaloika din. They should have made it betuma. But the one that told that he allowed to do it, so what was wrong? He did kalacha. Chizkiyahu, he added a month because they shouldn't make it betuma. And the Gemara, no, he did something else. Not this was the problem that he added a month. That's no problem because he allowed to add a month. Problem is nissen bein uber el other. He added another nissen. After nissen came, he said, "Let's add another nissen." So that was the issue here. The Asya Kahida Mara Sim Berzavdi Lugolti Shal Arnon Ayavisi Matzadas Amazbeach. This whole thing that the whole story there was Tuma goes according to that chitta that what happened was that they found the head of this guy under the Mizbeach. It means that all the Kahanim there became Tomei. So they couldn't do the Pesach, it was Betuma. So that was the problem. So either the problem was that according to one sheet that they added the other Shalaikuddin, shouldn't have been Ma'aber Tuma. Or the other sheet the whole problem was that they were Ma'aber Nissen. Whatever it was, it had to do something with the Tumah for Aaron Hayabusi. Vayichelu be'echad l'chodesh lishan l'kadesh. V'yem shemoyne l'chodesh. It took them so many days to be mavada by the Zara. So the Gemara asks, how can it be it took so long? The Gemara answers, "Let me after you chayil levar kol aved zeh shal Ma'avidim neish tzalm v'kizaz b'shay yichakukim b'sheish." They engraved it in the walls. So that was the problem. That's why it took so long till they got rid of all the avodah zaros. It says in Divrei Yomim, "Kol avov heichen idish Elokim, Hashem Elokei Avoisa." Goes on Chizkiyahu. He did everything to search Hashem. Rabbi Shimon Bazavdi, Rabbi Shmuel ben Achmed. Chad Amar Afila Osa Kama B'Taras HaKodesh Le'Yos B'Taras HaKodesh. It says in the end of the pasuk there, "V'loi." B'Taharas HaKodesh. I'm not sure exactly these words, but something like that. That's what it says in the pasuk there. So it says that he did not. He wasn't yoytze. He didn't do enough. So according to the other shit, it's not so clear what they're arguing here. It's very ambiguous. The statement. This medrash is brought down a few times. Here it says, "Veloy kitahar sakodesh." I said wrong. Veloy kitahar sakodesh. That's how it says in the pasuk. So there's two shittas. One says afila asa kama b'taras hakodesh liyotz de taras hakodesh. Afila kol ma'asim toivim she'asa liyotz. He didn't do, only did ma'asim toiv. He didn't do anything for taras hakodesh. So we're seeing here that the two pshatim, what is the Torah means on Chizkiyahu. Either he says he didn't do enough, or he didn't do anything for Taras HaKodesh. It's hard to understand what are they trying to argue, what's the point of the argument. I guess it's just Lemizbek Roy, how to explain the pasuk. שיש דברים עשה חזקיה מלך יהודה shleisha haidulai shleisha haidulai ele shleisha haidulai kitas l'chashem l'choishes v'haidulai. He smashed the nochash of kapit that Moshe Rabbeinu made. People were nigrar after with the zara, so he smashed it. That was a good thing. Give it atzas over midrash chavalim v'haidulai. Put him on a bed with made out of ropes. They wanted to, he should be a parah for his father. He was a Russia. So that was a good thing. Ganas Tavlish Refuas, people didn't daven to Hashem, so that's why he hid this whole book of Refuas. He sent them a gift for Asher. Also, the troops of Asher shouldn't be able to come in. Shouldn't have water to drink. When it's Nissen, we had before that he was already Nissen and he made another month. That wasn't allowed because once it gets to Nissen, you can't add a month. Zog the Gemara, Hoya Tzibur, if Tzibur was Chetzion, half of them Zog. So here Chetzion means a miut. The Chetzion means most to meir. Ab Omar Zovim Naisim Etzel to meir, Kitmeim Etzel Toher. What does it mean? Roivat Meim make the Rishon, and the miut Zovim make the Sheni. The Zovim are a miut, right? So, no problem. That's the very simple then, why not? But here we will say a chiddush here. The Gemara Bal brings it down. Very big chiddush. The first one came betuma because Roiv Tzibur were Tameim, then there's no din tashlumin anymore. It's very interesting. The svara is very hard to understand. The Gemara brings it down Bavi the same thing. That only a Torah Pesach there's a tashlumin. Since it was done betuma, there's no tashlumin. So the people that missed out because they were zobim, they have no. The chayot means not lot of kedazavim. Anybody that missed out, let's say was derech such a pesach that came betuma, there's no pesach shiny to follow. To pesach shiny to follow up. The Bali says the same thing. Hoya tzibur ruben tohayim and miutam temei. Meisim and tohayim meshchita lezrika. Such a story happened. Let's make the story. There were 51. There's altogether 100 yidden. 51 at Torah and 49 at Tom. Meisim and tohayim meshchita lezrika. And after the shechita, some of the Toharim died. So now we have only, let's say, 48. Two of the Toharim died. We only have two Toharim. Achamiyat mahalach al chashchita at chazrika. In time achashchita, ein mois metum. The Toharim cannot do it because it was a Pesach haba b'tahara. In time achazrika, mois metum. Means that the Maisa, the Zrikas Adam was only 48 people had Zrika Saddam. Because 2 people died. So Lamais, if you make a countdown, only 48 people brought the Korban Pesach. Because only the Zrika is Machaper. So Mela, maybe the Tamim can make it because they say we have a majority, we have 49 Tamim. Interesting. Bali doesn't have this question. Interesting question. Another thing. Hoya Tzibur Rubam Tamim, Utam Toher, Imes Echmer Tamim. Other way around. He started off with 51. 51. Oh, before I should have said, I said 2 people died, so it's 48, right? And that's 3 people. I should have said 3 people died. Here, it makes a story like this. There's Reuven Tameim, there's 51 Tameim, and 49 Tahirim. Mi'utam Tahirim, 49 Tahirim. In Meis Echem and Tameim and Shechita L'Zrika. Same type of, similar question. So if you go after the Shechita, so we say that B'shas HaShechita means that B'shas means B'shas the, I assume it means the, who died here? The Tameim. So the Tmeim are the ones that did it. But let's make the story that Tmeim started doing it, but they not everybody did it. Let's say a few people they thought they could do Betumah. Why not? It's 51, so they can do Betumah. But as they're constantly doing it, and somewhere in the middle, two of the people of the Tmeim died between the Shechita and the Zrika. Let's say three people died. So we only have now left over 48 people that are bringing Betumah. Same type of question. So maybe we cannot continue doing the Betumah because we're not having Geroiv people doing a Zrika Betumah. Maybe we have to make a halt. Stop. No more Tmeim. Right now, as of now, they lost the majority. Or maybe we go after the Shechita. And that they were still existing. So it means Roiv Tmeim can actually do the Shechita Betumah and made it Pesach Betumah, so they can continue doing for all the Tmeim. I'm just making an interpretation to understand this last shayla. Anybody who's outside of the city Median, and the same the measurement for all the sides. Very big chiddush. Even if you're outside of the doorpost of the Zara, you already consider the Choika, you're not chayav kars. When Rabbi Yosef the Fiach Makadal, hey, the Choika has a dot. It's like saying taking away the letter of the hay is minimizing. So it doesn't really have to be far. It's enough if you're outside of the doorpost, that's sufficient to call a derech chayka. Okay, this is the end of Daf Samach Dalad Amad Al.